But acknowledgement, again, is rooted in low value. And we want to ask you to think about something. For those of you desiring to be powerful conscious creators, you understand that you exist on a plane of existence, in a plane of existence that operates or that has polarity built in it. Polarity meaning you have ideas that have opposing ends, just as you're positive or negative. You have confidence in the absence of confidence. You have wealth and abundance, and you have the absence of that wealth and abundance you call lack and scarcity. You have healing and well-being, and you have the absence of that, i.e. dis-ease. And so therefore, in your seeking of acknowledgement, there is the absence of acknowledgement. In your seeking to be confident, there is the absence of confidence. In your seeking to be respected, there is the absence of respect. Many of these ideas solidified within you during your childhood when you felt as though you were not receiving, where you put your faith, your emotional well-being in those outside of you who were quite possibly unwilling to give it to you because they were experiencing the absence of the thing as well, projecting that onto you. But these are ideas in polarity with polar opposing ideas along the same idea continuum. You are that which exists beyond those ideas. You are that which is whole now. You are that which is complete now. You are that from which these ideas are born, from which they stem and are interpreted through the mind. Think about that. What does that mean? That means that Source does not consider the idea of value or respect or acknowledgement or recognition or appreciation, just as the flower, just as the rain or the water does not consider value or respect or appreciation, recognition, honor. If you look out in nature, you see that the animals, the trees, the plants, the insects, the bees, they do not consider these ideas. And while you might say, well, they're not human beings, they're not beings who are human in which these ideas are represented, true. But they are also expressions of Source, and they give you insight to the operating of the truth of Source at its core, which you are capable of, which because you are. But you have been conditioned to misunderstandings. You have been conditioned in your mind to the mind of humanity, born in large part of low vibration. You must step out of it. And you can use nature as an example. The flower does not consider the idea of value. So who am I if I do not consider the idea of value? If I do not operate from the idea of value or the presence of value or the absence of value? Who am I? Do I still exist? Yes, you do. Who am I? Who are you? Who are you that doesn't consider the idea of confidence or its absence or the lack of confidence? Who are you who doesn't consider the idea of acceptance or the absence of acceptance? That doesn't consider the idea of love or not being loved? Respect or the absence of respect? Who are you that doesn't even consider these ideas, just as the flower does not consider these ideas? Do you continue to exist? Yes, you do. Who are you? Who are you without the consideration of these ideas, without the acknowledgement of these ideas, stepping out of the polarity ideas, the polar existing ideas, where you draw yourself closer to the truth of you in Source, that is whole, that is full, that is detached, that is free, that is powerful, that is intentional, that operates with the greatest of resolve. This is the you that you will find beyond the identification with these polarity ideas existing now within the mind that appear to be normal. They're not normal. They exist within the mind. Again, most often born of low vibration. You are that which exists beyond. You are that which exists beyond the mind. You are the curator of the mind. And the truth of you in source is free of many of these ideas, free of many of these considerations, and you can be that now, walking physically. First, knowing intellectually. Second, putting in the play and practice of establishing yourself in the space that is free of these considerations.